Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy, and in today's video, I'm going to bring you along while I go through the containers that were in my freezers downstairs to see what needs to get eaten up and kind of focus my suppers around that for the next week or so. These are shrimp that my husband bought for himself. I need to force them on him. These tater tots can just get moved into the upright freezer. They don't belong in here. I think I was just in a hurry and threw them in the chest freezer down there. This needs to get eaten up, so that's a priority. I need to do something with these. These are, I want to say, poblano peppers and jalapeno peppers. So I need to really focus in my head here of what to do with these. And I think I was going to make like some kind of a pepper jelly using strawberries. So that might still be my plan, because now I have nuts here too. Those aren't top priority. I have 2 bags of strawberries. So I'm pretty sure I have enough to do a batch and then use these up. So I just have to get that scheduled somewhere here. Alright. This is going to go into an egg bake that I'm going to be making. I have some chicken bones for stock. I have a full bag of vegetables for stock. I'm going to be putting that into the chest freezer over here. These are some finds that I had gotten at a discount store, the Nathan hot dogs and that. Those I'm going to put into one of the chest freezers over here. I have green peppers, I didn't label it, and some onions. Those need to get used up as well. I have a little bit of chicken. That could be a lunch for myself. Okay, I think I'll put these over here. That goes into that freezer. Here is a lasagna, enough for 2 people. That I can bring upstairs. That. I have mozzarella cheese that really needs to get used up, and I have to make pizzas. I have not done that because I have gotten into my spring cleaning and I just haven't made time for that. Here's some more, a little bit of onion. That with that. The kielbasa really is no hurry to eat that. I think I just threw it in there. Here's shredded yellow squash. Gotta figure something. I did, when I made lasagna before, I did incorporate the other one. So I don't have any plans just yet to make more lasagna, so I'll just keep that there. Here's some cooked hamburger. It's got onions and that. Looks like I have it labeled for hamburger helper base. It's a very small amount. Maybe I'll bring that upstairs and I can whip together a meal with that. Coconut flour, not worried about that. I have some pork chunks, that can be another lunch. And some more peppers. So I'm thinking, well, and I have some bacon for some freezer breakfast. And these I'll be using up. I'm going to be making some freezer breakfast for someone outside of the home. And I'm going to just use these 2, the bacon and the cooked sausage. It won't be for us, it'll be, and I'll use tater tots for that as well. So, all right, so what I'm going to bring upstairs is chicken pieces, pork chunks, already cooked lasagna, enough for 2 people, 2 meals. This hamburger helper. I'm going to bring the pre-cooked shrimp so that my husband can, on the days that I work, he can make some suppers for himself. Using garlic and all that. And then I have this small little tiny base of hamburger helper. I can just cook up noodles and heat this in with it. I don't even need to put it into the oven. I can just do it stovetop. And I really need to just get this used up. Maybe I will cook it and then freeze it in chunks. That's what I'll probably do. So I'll bring that upstairs too so that I can get that thawed out, and I can actually put this into my Instapot and while I'm busy doing something else. I have more spring cleaning that I need to get done. So this could be cooking in the Instapot while I'm doing some spring cleaning. So maybe I will just put all this right back in here because it's going to go into the upright freezer anyway. These I got to deal with. I know it's redundant. I'm just putting it all back. But at least I know what I've got. And I did pull out some stuff. But this is going to be a freezer meal for a friend. So here we go. I'm pulling all this out. And I'm going to put all this back. And the tater tots are going to be for this meal. Maybe I'll put them with them like that. So then I'll keep them together with that. So these are going to be some future lunches and suppers. I probably won't show you. I might bring you along for when I do that. But I think, like I said, I'm going to cook this and then cut it into sections to make 3 different meals with it. That's what I'm going to do. So everything that I'm going to bring upstairs, I put into this container here, and I'm going to bring you around and just show you the status of this chest freezer here. This chest freezer barely has things in it, and my goal is to get what's in here into this other one. But what I have in here, those are the summer things. I have a turkey. Those are all like beef and chicken scraps and some vegetable scraps for future broths. There's some pork bones and stuff down there. Here's those cheeses that I had gotten from the discount store. I put them on top of all that other stuff that I just showed you. So that's all that I have in here. And then also my daughter has a basket of her foods that she makes up ahead of time, like breakfast sandwiches and such. So I'm going to keep that into that basket so she knows where her items are. Now we're in the other chest freezer, and this is where I want to take everything from that freezer and try to put in here. And there's still not enough room in here quite yet. This is all my daughter's foods, but we still need to eat down. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I'll be bringing up maybe some roasts and that. I think I'll bring up a pork roast for a meal coming up here. And I think I'm going to use, I haven't tried it yet. I mean, we've eaten it with it before after it's like a pork chop's already been cooked. But I think what I'm going to use, let me go get it for you and I'll show you. There it is right there, the jalapeno pepper jelly. I might actually cook this roast in the crock pot with this. We'll just see how it turns out. You never know until you try. That's how you create foods. We might like it, we might not. But we could all, I could cook the roast, shred it with this has already been with it. I have more on the shelf if I need it, and we could eat it over rice. That's a really good idea. So I'm going to bring all this up with that I'm bringing up. So as I showed you, this is what we've got left for the 2024 beef and pork, and there's hamburger all down on the bottom there. And we do have some hamburger in the upright freezer as well. I'm just not going to take all this out and show you. I know you trust me. My husband did just put an order in for our next quarter cow and half a pig. And I know last year the half a pig came in May. So I'd like to get this other freezer emptied before then. They can't give you a time. It all just depends on, when the animals are brought in and how many people have ordered them, what part of the line you're in. So that is going to be that for this chest freezer. And I'll just give you a quick overview of the upright. So in the upright here, you'll see there's that container that I had out on the table. It doesn't look much different than what it's done before. My daughter has her bins. There's the freezer meals that we've been eating through while I do my spring cleaning. There's the hamburger chubs I mentioned to you. I do need to do some more grocery shopping, but all in all, I think we're doing pretty good at just eating a lot of the things that we have still. I have done some grocery, small little hauls, but I think we're doing pretty good. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased about it. While I was down here, I also noticed I am out of my spaghetti meal in a jar with the meat and the sauce. So I need to can that. And I still need to do chicken. I haven't done chicken. I really just want to wait for our Aldi's to open up. That's my plan for that. But I think with, I have one thing of hamburger here too. I really don't want to can any hamburger just quite yet. I want to see what we can eat down on, and then before, I think our new cow might come anywhere between June and July. Whenever it's ready. We have plenty of meat. We're not worried about it. We just put our order in. I might can up a few pint-size jars of hamburger, just not a whole bunch. And I think we're doing good. I could use up, I know I put it back into the upright freezer. I have those green peppers and onions that need to be used up. They're already pre-chopped in that. I could make some more chili. Yeah, I could make some more chili. So that might be my plan. I might can up some more chili, and I definitely need to can up some spaghetti sauce. It's just, spaghetti sauce, especially for this upcoming summer, is something easy I can throw together. We won't be eating chili in the summer. I mean, if it's a cool night maybe, but at least I'll have a good start for the fall. But spaghetti sauce I really do want to have on hand. And our soup season is pretty much come down to, we're done eating the soups. Unless I'm really in a bind and I just want something really quick for my husband and I, soup is usually it. But yeah, I can't wait for the beans, before I can start canning beans again. I want to get the beans planted in the garden. So that is it for right now. But I just noticed I wanted to bring you along to let you know that I might be doing some canning during some of my spring cleaning videos, because that's something that I can do real quick, throw it into the canner. And I've got the electric canner that I can just do small batches, so I don't have to make it an all-day project for myself, so I can get some spring cleaning done. So you'll be seeing some of the canning, or hearing it anyway, possibly while I'm doing some of the spring cleaning. But I just thought I'd let you know that that's going to be my plan for this next month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I want you folks to really make it a great day.